It is a beautiful night for a walk and talk. Actually, it's a little bit cool, but that's quite okay because I find myself at a very special place. This is the Silver Creek Preserve, and you're looking at the visitor center here. It's the Nature Conservancy. And I'm going to go for a little hike. I've been staying at the campground just across the way from here, the Hayspur campground at the Hayspur Hatchery. So it is well, tonight's I think a Wednesday night. Could be a Tuesday night. I think it's a Tuesday night. But there's not a lot of people here. We've been having some cool weather here. Temperatures have, at night, I woke up, well, actually, I woke up this morning and the temperature was the better part of, oh, it was the better, better part of 32 degrees. Here you have some information on birds of Silver Creek, butterflies of Silver Creek, the Aquatic Insect Hatch Guide, which is something that I could probably use. And then you have the Silver Creek designated fishing access locations available to you. So I'm going to I'm not going to walk too far, but I'll bring you along and we'll go and walk the, I think it's the nature trail. Look at the beautiful flowers that they have here. You see how nice that is? I oftentimes will look at something like this and try to duplicate it in my own property. But the visitor center is closed right now. But I've been in here before and they have some really nice exhibits and wonderful staff. Look at the view here. It's just a view to die for. You know, Ernest Hemingway used to come here, and maybe that in part is why I find it as special of a place as I do, to know that I'm fishing in the same waters that Mr. Hemingway fished. And that's something. Really is beautiful. And I don't know if we'd be lucky enough to see some moose, but there's oftentimes sightings of moose out here at the preserve. Look at that. It's just beautiful. And the Silver Creek is actually what makes it, I don't know if the word would be unique, but what makes it special is the fact that it is spring fed. So the creek is coming from a spring, you know, with the water runoff from the mountains. Look at this. Just beautiful. Really is beautiful. So I'm going to go for a little walk and I will bring you along. Here we go. This is the nature trail, which is one of several different trails that you can take through the preserve. And you know, I could be mistaken, but I don't think that you have to worry too much about snakes here in the preserve. Maybe those will be my famous last words, but you probably have to worry more about moose than you have to worry about snakes. So this is actually where I caught my first fish. This is the first fish that I caught here on a fly. And here you can go to the left, which would be upstream, or to the right you can go downstream. And I see a sign that says closed, but the area behind the sign is closed for habitat protection. But look at that, folks. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that something? Here we go down into the nature trail. Shouldn't be too long before we find our way down by the creek. Almost as if you're just walking along with me, isn't it? I would imagine that this would look pretty nice on a big screen TV with a bowl of popcorn, as Mr. Paul Crowley and Debbie, his wife, will do. They'll sit back on a Friday night and Debbie will say, "What do you want to watch tonight, honey?" And Paul's answer is always the same. He says, "Well, let's watch some Tom TV. See where he's going to take us. See where he's going to take us now." But wouldn't that be something if I were filming this and I came head to head with a moose? Well, I probably wouldn't be head to head because my head is at about 6 feet and a moose is a little bit taller, I think. Unless I came in contact with a little baby moose, then I might be head to head with a moose. Look at this. And all along the trail there'll be spots where you can go fishing. They have fishing access, little like ramps, if you will. Oh, this is nice. This is the second time I've been to this preserve in the last few weeks. Now I think we're coming up to the water here. No, maybe not. Okay. I'll let you soak in the view. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, we'll continue on up a little bit. I found my way down to the creek and it is beautiful. It is really, really beautiful. I came to Silver Creek with the thought that I was going to go fishing, and I may have to wait until my next visit to the special place to go fishing, but that water is so clear, and that in part is what makes this such a challenging place to fish, because you've got to have a really, really thin line, or lead is what I think they call it. I think you use a 9X tippet, if I'm not mistaken. But oh boy, it's really, really pretty. Here's a spot just up from where I was a moment ago. This would be access point 14. Look at that. Wow. Just gorgeous. Really beautiful. The water here, I would imagine, is probably the better part of about maybe 3 feet, 4 feet deep. It's not very deep, the water here, but it is beautiful. I'm just up a ways from the last spot, and I thought I would point out these birdhouses all along the trails here. You see birdhouses, and occasionally you will see birds darting in and out of the little homes. Look at that. And there's some of the ground cover that you'll see here. Really pretty. Well, there's a beautiful blackbird. Look at that. A red-winged blackbird at that. You can see just kind of chirping away here as the day draws to an end. They have a tip on their wing. It's red and gold. Look at that. Here's another fishing access spot right here. Boy, this is beautiful. Just gorgeous. I think, as Arnold once said, I'll be back. And I will. You know, it'd be a dream come true for me to fish these waters with my friend Colin Coles from up in the panhandle of the state. he calls Post Falls home, but he's just a wonderful man and an even more wonderful fisherman. I'm going to start to head back. Before I do, I thought I'd come and just bring you a little ways further on this bridge right here. Look at that. Wow. Just beautiful. I've seen some really skilled fishermen in these waters on other times that I've been up here. Alright folks, I hope you enjoyed the visit here, albeit a short one, to Silver Creek Preserve in beautiful Idaho.